Hey, it's Robert here from Dark-Raven Wargaming. So today I have a shorter update on my demon army, showing my first 3 Harbinger of Father Chaos. Now for Warhammer players, this is like a hero level character in 9th Age, that kind of mixes inspiration from the 4 Heralds. So if I ever go back to Warhammer, they will definitely be Heralds. And firstly we have this one, which is an old metal version of Lilith, Herald of Everblight. And this model I'm really satisfied with. It may be a simple paint scheme, but I really like it. Now, I couldn't find a manufacturer's picture of this specific edition, so this was the closest I found. And obviously, this will be my model when I take Dark Fire. So I'm imagining it's kind of a magical strong bow or something. And then the second model is called Lanissa Rizil, which will be my more melee-focused model. And honestly, this is the first one that I'm not quite satisfied with. But I also didn't feel like starting over at the moment. So that will be a later project to someday strip and repaint it. And actually, even though I like the model with the kind of paladin look to it, which fit for me, I may just replace it entirely too, if I find one I like even better. And lastly, for the third one, I took a Satixis Blood Witch from Crix, because I wanted one model that looks a bit more like a mage. So I'll play this one when I build a Harbinger that has 2 or more spells. And this is probably my favorite among these 3. She looks good beside my Succubi, but still stands out enough to be recognized as a character. Then, besides these 3, I have also started planning a 4th one. And this will be my biggest conversion so far in this army. So it will be a battle standard bearer mounted on Dark Pulpit or Demonic Steed. And it will have pieces from 4 different models. And it's also gonna have a snap-on base, so it works in 8 as well. And so far, I just love it. So I'm really looking forward to building and showing it. And now on to rules and things like that in 9th Age. So obviously they are something between a wizard and a lower tier fighter. And as a new demon player, I'm always trying to make comparison to other characters to help me figure out how to use stuff. So in my opinion, the closest is probably courtiers in Vampire Covenant, both of them having the ability to cast spells and give buffs to units. But feel free to write your thoughts below if you disagree. But to me, it just feels like a jack of all trades. Not really good at anything, but decent in most aspects. And comparing to vampires, I feel like courtiers or heroes are just slightly stronger overall. But maybe that's just my inexperience. I don't know. Like, sure, a Harbinger have 4-up ages for free. But at best, on foot, you can only get 5-up armor. And then for offense, you start on 3 attacks only, and the 4th attack through a hammer hand is a bit too expensive in my opinion. And price overall is a general critique I have for manifestations. I mean, on some characters I get the current price tags, but I wish that some were scaled a bit. So like standard size characters pay less, or something like that. But to be clear, I still like the entry overall, and it do have its uses. I especially love the versatility. So for my taste and playstyle, I will probably build them defensively only, keeping it cheap, and then not care as much whether they kill something or not. And for spells, I will probably stick to 1, and then focus on synergy instead, choosing a well-thought guiding manifestation. Then besides that, I really like having a BSB, so I've always taken that upgrade so far. I mean, sure, some aspects is lost on demons, like fear and panic, but I still think the rest of it is worth 50 points. And by the way, I'm intentionally not mentioning anything with mounts, since I'll give those thoughts when I show the respective models. So that's it for this shorter update. And as always, I'd appreciate any of the various ways to interact with or support the channel. Take care everyone, and hope to see you in the next one.